We're getting set for another frigid night across the Bluegrass State, but I've got my eye on the end of the weekend. I'll tell you why just ahead.
You do what you can to help who you can, when you can.
One church is ready to help anyone who needs a warm place to stay until the extreme cold snap passes.
With classes at UK starting up again next week, University Health Services says they're preparing for an influx of flu cases.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening to you. We have another night of Arctic weather ahead of us.
The lows combined with the wind will make it feel brutally cold outside. We begin with WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. And Chris, we've had some experience with this.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've had a lot of experience with this over the past several days. Now, the good news about this, it's not going to be quite as cold as what we had yesterday morning. Still plenty cold enough. Focus on the forecast and focus of the forecast on the below zero wind chills starting to show up across parts of the region, and that's going to be the case, especially as we go deeper into later tonight. It feels like 3 right now in Lexington. Look at Covington, where the wind chill into northern Kentucky is already at 5 below zero. 0 now showing up into Moorhead, and with the occasional wind gust that may push those numbers even deeper into negative territory later tonight. Current thermometer readings 11 in Lexington and Frankfort, 9 showing up into Covington, and it's one of those nights where if you're out in the open countryside, check on your back porch thermometer. It's going to read several degrees colder than what the official thermometers will be showing. Now, live first alert defender, nothing going on. It's a clean and a calm sky across the Bluegrass State. As of now, we're going to carry that through a frigid night and into our Saturday. It is late Sunday into Monday, guys. We see the potential for a little bit of a wintry mix moving into town. We'll break down when that arrives in greater detail when I come back in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Chris. And we're tracking a breaking news alert out of Richmond right now. Firefighters are on the scene of a large barn fire.
It started around 9:15 on Red House Road. We have some pictures of the flames before firefighters were able to put them out. And there you can see what an intense fire it was. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is live for us at the scene with the breaking details.
I talked to the woman who lives here. She and her family own the barn that burned down behind me. She said it was about 9:15 when a family member spotted the flames. Then they stepped out on the porch and started hearing explosions. I'm going to step out so you can see a little bit more of what's going on right now. But family members tell me that the barn, they had 4 baby calves inside the barn that sadly died in the fire. You can see the trailer that was full of furniture, I'm told, that has also been burned up. And then if you look over to the left of the scene, one of the things that I'm told the explosion came from was from a truck that is just about completely charred, and you can see it briefly. You can see it over there in the left of your screen. But this is a fire that seems to be out. I am told by the fire chief on scene that they do not suspect foul play at this time, but of course the fire is still under investigation. So we'll bring you updates on that front as soon as we get them. Live in Madison County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
All right, Garrett, good job out there by yourself. And, of course, with these conditions, it's not a fun night to be fighting any kind of fire.
No, and we got a lot of emails and calls about that, so we'll keep you posted on WKYT.com.
Well, on that note, it's going to be another busy night for the shelters, housing people during the extreme cold weather. Yeah, many have been filled to capacity or beyond this week, creating a need for extra places for those in need. WKYT's Jerica Insko shows us how a Lexington church is helping one shelter meet the demand. It's our top story at 11.
There are multiple homeless shelters here in Lexington, but when it's bitterly cold like this, there's sometimes just not enough room at places like the Hope Center. That's when Arlington Christian Church steps in. For almost 5 years now during these frigid winter months, this church has welcomed those who don't have a place to stay.
You feel like there's a need and you've got a facility that can fulfill that need, you offer it up.
Just about every night this week.
It's just their mattresses, their pads, and coffee pot and supplies.
The Hope Center has sent overflow
I had anywhere from 13 to 15 every night.
to Arlington Christian Church's basement.
I wouldn't want to be outside, and I don't think that I can see why anybody else would want to be outside in this cold weather when it's a health hazard and just not safe.
It's of course too cold for sleeping outside, and for now it looks like the cold could be sticking around next week. So Arlington Christian Church already knows to have its doors open for men from the Hope Center.
And you do what you can to help who you can, when you can, and how you can. You know, it's just a matter of taking care of one another.
Arlington Christian Church plans to sleep 15 men from the Hope Center Sunday through Thursday next week. In Lexington, Jerica Insko, WKYT.
And at last check, Arlington Christian Church isn't housing any of those Hope Center men tonight, but they are on standby to open their doors. An outpouring of generosity from the community will get a Lexington organization back to helping others soon. Yesterday, we told you how the Lexington Rescue Mission had to close its doors after a sewer pipe broke. Repairs will cost $15,000. Today, the Rescue Mission says enough donors have come forward to cover the cost.
For the community to give us the type of love and support that we're used to giving other people was just overwhelming. It just feels really good to know that the community is there for us when we need them just as much as we're there for our clients when they need us.
Work at the Lexington Rescue Mission will begin on Sunday. They hope to reopen next Saturday. Well, by this time next week, classes at UK will be in full swing.
And as students return to campus in the next few days, health officials believe they'll be bringing a lot of germs with them. WKYT's Garrett Weimer, who's been busy tonight, talked to University Health Services about how they're getting ready to handle a potential increase in flu and sick cases.
Campus is quiet right now, but come next week, these buildings will be buzzing again, and so will the clinic, health officials expect. Director of Nursing Mindy Scott tells me they'll be ready at University Health Services for what they expect to be an influx of students coming into the clinic sick.
We have made sure we have plenty of supplies on hand. We do have the rapid flu test, so we can check and see if you do have the flu or strep throat. It may be something else.
Scott says UHS regularly treats about 300 students a day. And they can also set up special walk-in clinics for flu if they need to.
I've tried to make sure my employees are all good and healthy and ready to go. And I told them if they're going to get sick, they had to get sick a couple of weeks ago before the kids come back.
The main thing for students who will spend a lot of time together in confined spaces, whether it's dorms, classrooms, or hopefully the library too, is to take basic steps to stay healthy.
If you are sick and you have a fever, stay home. We love you. We don't love your germs.
In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Classes begin at UK on Wednesday. Lexington has 104 confirmed flu cases so far this season.
The U.S. issued a global travel warning tonight in the wake of several terror attacks. The State Department says attacks against Americans have become more common. They're also concerned about retaliation for U.S. airstrikes against Islamic militants. The U.S. decided to issue the warning because of recent terror attacks in France, Australia, and Canada. A crash injured 4 people this afternoon. It happened on Anderson City Road in Anderson County. The Anderson News reports 2 of the victims were airlifted to UK hospital in critical condition. 2 others went to UK hospital by ambulance. Their names have not been released.